everybody, it is Julie. Welcome back to Pages and Pens. I look very different right now than how I usually come to you guys looking, but that is because I am filming the makeup book tag. Now, I have not been tagged in this video, but a lot of people did comment down below in some of my other videos and ask me to do this tag. And honestly, it makes sense that I do that. If you did not know, I also have a second channel here on YouTube, and it is completely makeup related. I post here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I post over there on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you're interested in makeup and beauty, head on over there. The channel name is Nobody's Beauty Guru. So just know that here and there, you're not getting any kind of professional makeup tips. I'm just somebody who really enjoys makeup. Like so many other people that have done this tag, the way that the questions are laid out are not necessarily the way that I put my makeup on, and I'm not going to alter what I'm comfortable with just for the sake of the tag, so I'm going to bounce around a little bit, but I will have all the questions linked down below. I do know that the original creator of this tag has made their video private. It's no longer viewable, so I've got nowhere to link it to. So what I have in front of me is A, my laptop so that I can look at the questions for you guys, B, a pile of books because I did pick a couple out already, and 3, my bag of makeup that I kind of travel with because if you guys do not know or you have not gone over to visit my other channel, what I do a lot of is panning. So what I like to try to do is completely finish off makeup products. This one has the tiniest bit hanging on. I really like to continue to use the products that I'm working on until they're gone. So I'm going to try to use some of these products today because A, they are my go-to products. B, it's products that I'm already comfortable with. You can see how much of these eyeshadows I finished off. Let's just jump right into the makeup book tag. The way that I do my makeup is first I get my MAC Painterly paint pot, which is no longer cruelty free, and I do not buy it anymore, but I want to use it up because it is a great product. I use that as a base just all over my eyes. If the step that I'm taking does not correspond with a question, I'm just going to speed through. Now, if you are curious, this is where I film my makeup stuff anyway. So I do have a desk in front of me, and I do kind of have what I need all around me. So for eyeshadow, it's pick a book with your favorite color on the cover. I'm addicted to these like tealy blue colors. So this is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, obviously by J.K. Rowling, but this is like that tealy color that I'm like really addicted to, and I absolutely love that color. It's in like a lot of my accent pieces that I have around my bedroom. For eyeshadow, what I'm going to do is pick up my Too Faced. This is a bronzer, but I'm trying to hit pan on it and it's just not happening. So what I do is I use this bronzer because, guys, all of your products can be multitasked, and I take a little bit of that and I work that into my crease first. So that's that for the crease. I'm not going to worry about that too much. Instead of doing some big in-depth look, which you can pretty much find over at my other channel, I'm going to do something really simple, what I would normally do just on like a day-to-day basis. So what I have here is I'm going to take this darker brown shade up in the corner. If you're interested, this is the Steal It in the Light palette. I think I said that before. And this is the color Sandstone. I believe this is discontinued. I don't think you can get it anymore. And please, guys, excuse my like second day curly crazy hair. And I'm just going to work this out into this outer V. Alright, I'm going to get a big fluffy brush and I'm just going to blend that out. Then what I'm going to do is take another small brush and one of these colors. I think I'm going to go with a gold today, and I'm just going to pack that on the rest of my lid. So I'm going to leave the eyes here for right now. So now I would do my primer. So let's jump in and I'll show you my primers. I'm trying to finish this up. So Too Faced Primed and Poreless, and I use this just around my T-zone. So I just put this in and I pat it like all along where my pores are a little bit bigger and just kind of press it in. And then after that, because the rest of my face isn't primed, I'm going to try this. I just picked this up actually, but this is the NYX Angel Veil. Primer question is pick a book that left a lasting impression. And for that, I'm going to pick one that I don't have physically, but I just finished reading it on audiobook. I got it from the library and I can't stop thinking about it. And it is The Book Thief by Markus Zusak. And I have not read anything by Markus Zusak yet, and I had never read The Book Thief. I anticipated after the way that everybody talked about it, that it was going to be a book I enjoyed. But that book was so good, and it was so, not simple, it was complex in its topics, obviously, but it was written so simply. And there was like moments where I laughed, there was moments where I cried, there was times where I was in my car just like holding my breath like, no! As Death is narrating this story, he does kind of like jump forward, jump back, jump to the side, and you get little flashes of what's going to come in the future, and you're like, I was terrified and heartbroken for some of the things that I knew were going to be coming, and then I'm kind of like waiting for it. I don't know. It was beautiful. I know it's one that I'm going to want for my bookshelf, but it was, I really, really loved it, and I feel like I'm going to be thinking about it for a really long time. So I know I just finished it, but that's one that has definitely left a lasting impression on me so far. I will go with concealer, and this is a character that I wish I could get rid of. I'm using my Pixie. This is a correction concentrate in peach. And I use my ring finger for that and just tap that to get rid of my under eye circles. For a character that I wish I could get rid of, I mean, I could get rid of a whole book and be happy, but I think that I didn't like The Great Gatsby. I just didn't. And one of the characters in that book that just bothered me the most was Tom Buchanan, so I feel like I just would love to get rid of him. So yeah, I know some people are like crazy about that book, and I understand that it's like a fun era, and I'm sure, I didn't see the movie, I'm sure the movie was great, but it's just not something I'm interested in. I didn't like it when I had to read it. Foundation, I'm going to use my IT Cosmetics CC Cream in Light. This has SPF 50, kind of has like everything you want. It's lightweight, but full coverage, like medium to full coverage. I love this stuff. And as you can see, I don't know if you can, but you can see straight through it. So I'm almost done, so I'm trying to finish it up. So for foundation, it was your favorite first book of a series. I don't know. I don't usually love the first book of a series. So the only thing that kind of stuck out to me as one that I liked a lot was A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. I really liked that book enough that I went through and read the rest of the series, and I don't know, I just thought it was a really good book. I know some people have like Outlander-ish issues with it where the guy is kind of too roguey for them, but I really liked it. The other thing that I was thinking about was The Fellowship of the Rings, but I don't know, I mean, I love that book, but I don't know if it's my favorite in the series, so I couldn't really go with that. The next question is powder, and for powder, I just set my under eyes with Sexy Mama. This is a translucent setting powder from The Balm. I love this. And it's pick your favorite last book in a series. Can I count a duology? Because then it's Crooked Kingdom. Like 100%. So if we're talking about the best finale to a series, I've got to go with Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo, because there's just nothing about this I would change. I love every single thing about it. I haven't finished a series in a really long time, and this just stands out to me as one of the best written finales for a series ever. I don't even think I like Deathly Hallows as much as I liked this, in terms of the way that things wrapped up and the way that characters grew and evolved and where we left off with them. This, definitely. Let me do eyeliner really quick, because I don't do eyeliner the way most people do. I use a powder liner, and it's really actually nice for me to do that first before I do all of my concealer and powder, because there is some fallout sometimes. So let me just get that out of the way. And the question for eyeliner is pick a dark and mysterious book. I'm just wetting my brush a little bit, and then I'm going to put it into this black eyeshadow that I have in my palette. I just take this really close along my lash line and pretty much like stamp and push it. And that just lets my lashes look a little bit thicker than they are naturally before I even put mascara on. So for a dark and mysterious book, I went with The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer. I do not read a lot of dark and mysterious books. I don't like a lot of dark and mysterious books. For me, I don't like spooky. Spooky freaks me the heck out. So The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin is kind of like the spookiest I was willing to go. This one is dark and it is mysterious. Like there's mystery there where you're not sure exactly what's going on. If you want to know more about this, just head to Goodreads. I'm not going to do like, you know, I'm not going to do book chats about all these, but this is definitely what I picked for dark and mysterious. 5 is eyebrows. Guys, I hate eyebrows. I hate them so much. Not in the fact that I hate them. We need them. They're necessary to shape your face, especially when you can see mine are so Like, there's hair there. They're just very blonde. So I have to fill in my eyebrows. I hate doing it on camera, is what I hate. So I'm going to speed through that nonsense too. So let me talk about the book first. First is a book that I think everybody should read, and I really, honestly, am still stuck on this book. I read this a little while ago and have just loved it, and I've thought about it since. Not in the same way as The Book Thief. Like, I've thought about this in the sense that, like, oh my gosh, I wish more people had read this so I could talk to them about it. This is The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender by Leslie Walton, and it is a gorgeous, beautiful, magical, heartbreaking. It's like Big Fish meets practical magic. It's just beautiful, and I think you should read it. So that's my pick for eyebrows. Eyebrow time. This is another one of my products that I'm trying to use up. This is the Too Faced just brow pencil in Brownie. So it's got the spoolie on one end and the pencil on the other. I hate my brows. This is not actually the right color for me, but again, it's a product I'm trying to get rid of. So I'm gonna use it. Use my clear brow gel. This is my e.l.f. clear brow gel. This stuff is like $2. I don't understand why people are spending like 20-some dollars on like Anastasia Beverly Hills clear brow gel. It just needs to hold them in place. It does not need to be fancy, you guys. Like, just get something affordable. Next up was mascara. Let's get the mascara out of the way. So I have a little sample of the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I'm going to use that up. I like this mascara. I don't love this mascara. I have a sample, so I'm using it up. The question for mascara is pick a long book. I have a lot of long books, guys. The one that I just finished was almost 900 pages long. Of course, I've read longer than that, but I did just finish A Dance with Dragons by George R.R. Martin. So, this bad boy. I also have read Gone with the Wind, which is ridiculously long. I read all the other George R.R. Martin books, which are ridiculously long. I don't mind long books. I actually like being invested enough in a world to want that kind of a length and to explore the characters and explore the world, especially in high fantasy. Oh, The Pillars of the Earth. I did not think I was going to love Pillars of the Earth. That thing was long. There was no magic in it. It was just a historical fiction, an adult historical fiction, and I ended up loving that book. I recommended it to everybody I knew. The process of putting on makeup takes so much longer when you have to like speak through it. It's ridiculous. Next up we have blush, which I do my bronzer first, so I'm going to skip to contour, which I don't really contour. I just kind of bronze up a little bit. And this was pick a book that you think could do with some slimming down. I'm using my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. This is the same thing that I used up on my eyes in my crease, and I'm just using that again to warm up my face a little bit. So most recently, like last night, I finished The Edge of Never by J.A. Redmarsky, and I felt like that could have been a lot shorter than it's almost 500 pages. But some of these George R.R. Martin books, screw that. Like some of the side plots and some of the side stories and the stuff that he covers, minute detail just for the sake of minute detail that I feel like never becomes relevant. George R.R. Martin, I feel like sometimes is just punking us into reading long books that don't have a point to being long, so I guess those. Now I will do blush. I'm using my Stila Convertible. This is a cream blush. I'm trying to hit pan on this. It has not happened yet. Oh man. Pick a book with cringe-worthy love scenes or romance. There's a lot of those, and I'm sure I could say, you know, 50 Shades of Grey or something that was like super adult sexy time. I don't usually get cringy at sexy time stuff. Like I don't get like romance cringy, you know, very often. I'm gonna say a book that I just read recently, and that was Find You in the Dark, and this is by A. Meredith Walters. This was so cringy in the fact that there was like mental health issues, really like emotionally abusive, physically abusive, like there was just like a lot of abuse, and then they would still have like sexy time and love each other, and that just was really, really cringy to me because I just don't get it. I don't fall for it when there's that kind of issues in the relationship and then they still go forward in that way. Highlighter is Becca's Opal. My goal was to hit pan on this and I did it. So now I'm just using it to see how much I can use up still. I use my finger with this for a lot of the times, especially when I'm on the go, so I'm just going to do that now. But the highlighter question is pick a book that brightened your day. And I feel like I could do absolutely any of the Harry Potter books because obvi. I have to go with my most recent book obsession, and if you watch my most recent haul, I'll link it up above, you'll know exactly what's coming, guys. This book on a base level, like the most base level, makes my heart happy. Owning it makes me happy. And that is The Labyrinth. And this is written by A.C.H. Smith, illustrations by Brian Froud. If you did not see my haul of this yet, I'll link that up above. So this is just such a complete book between the illustrations, the story, and Jim Henson's notes. And I'm obsessed with The Labyrinth, as you can tell. I got Ludo and Hoggle over here. So I'm obsessed, and this book just genuinely makes me so happy. So that's my book for that. And then it says lipstick, or your favorite book kiss. And if you guys know, I've told you this before, I don't do the OTPs, I don't do the book crushes, or, you know, fictional boyfriends. I don't get into all of that. So for me to have like a favorite book kiss is pretty rare. So I'm going to go with Crooked Kingdom. There was a couple kisses in this book that stood out to me that I thought were just the absolute best. And because it is the second book of a series, and because people are still reading it, it is something that just came out, I'm not going to say who it was between, but there were two different instances in this book where there were two different kisses that really stood out to me. Maybe three different kisses. There were some kisses, guys, that like really truly stood out to me. Maybe four kisses. Read the book. Any kiss in that book stood out to me because I can sit here and think about them all and kind of go like, oh, or laugh, or want to cry. And I'm going to use NYX's Butter Lipstick, and this is in Pops. How long have I had foundation in the corner of my mouth? This would be my day-to-day go-to makeup look. For me, yes, it's more made up than most people go, but for me, I do enjoy wearing makeup every day. Again, if you're interested in Nobody's Beauty Guru, my beauty channel, it will be linked down below. Thank you for sticking with me through this makeup book tag. I always get like tag anxiety. I don't know who has and who hasn't done these, again, because it's been out for over a year. But if you have not done this yet, please do it if you have any interest in makeup and this is something that appeals to you. And when you do, come back here, comment down below with your link because I want to come and watch it. This has been my makeup book tag. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big old thumbs up, click subscribe. Make sure you head over to my makeup channel and click subscribe as well, and I will see all of you in my next video.